It's 8 a.m. Alarm buzzing. You wake up and the last 4 years of your life flash before your eyes. The worst AP Lit teacher, the best football games. I mean, you're basically a college student. But the moment you step foot on that stage to accept that diploma, you realize you can't celebrate because your sister just graduated college, $40,000 in debt, and you're next. And unfortunately for you, you're not the only one. That's why we created PeduL. We operate between the very difficult to navigate process of applying for traditional scholarships and the very crippling process of qualifying for federal and private loans. The demand for grants and scholarships are exploding each year. We think we can help the 10.9 million students each year whom are actively seeking financial aid to pursue higher education. And if we can capture just 1% of the market, we think we can generate over $27 million in revenue per year. So last year alone, out of the 20.5 million students who graduated, 7 in 10 had $37,121 in debt per borrower. I got into NYU. It's my dream school. I turned down 5 Division I golf offers to attend, and then I found out I'd be $40,000 in debt per year if I went. That's why I go to Rutgers. PeduL gives students an opportunity to pursue higher education without the burden of becoming a statistic. So, PeduL is a crowdfunding platform that helps students fundraise money for college. But we uniquely protect patronage by transferring funds directly from student campaigns to their university in the form of a third-party scholarship. So not only do we encourage students to raise money through their own personal networks of friends and family, but we also uniquely optimize student campaigns through partnerships with scholarship providers and corporations by awarding their endowments directly to qualified students with active campaigns. Scholarship providers more than welcome our services because it allows them to reappropriate these administrative efforts into what really matters, which is pursuing and supporting their organization's mission. For corporations, this is more than just about the money. They get an opportunity to give students access to training, workshops, and senior leadership. Through our market research, we found that 70% of organizations cite capability gaps as a top 5 issue. And they think that it takes a recent college graduate, between 3 and 5 years to become a fully productive employee. That's also coincidentally the same amount of time it takes someone to complete college. So these corporations aren't just monetarily sponsoring these students, but they're giving them an opportunity to nurture and cultivate their future talent and diversify their workforce, so these graduates are prepared to hit the ground running from day one. So our students can raise money through friends and family, through scholarship providers, through corporations, and we connect them to patrons who share affinities with them through our institution pages. So for example, a patron can give to the Rutgers University page, completely unaffiliated with the actual institution of Rutgers University, and after a period of 30 days, these accumulated tax-deductible donations are evenly distributed to verified students who are featured on that page during that cycle who have proven a financial need. So this is an example, it is not, I don't know, we get request access. So this was just a little video of us going through our site, and it would have just shown Chris starting a campaign. He would have included a video and a story to assure sponsors that their investments aren't just funding his medical school education. It's funding an opportunity to provide his community with a physician they can trust. It's funding an opportunity to potentially cure cancer. And then he would have included work experiences, organizations, activities he's been a part of, and also recommendations from his employers and professors to assure sponsors that their investment's worth it. And then when he's ready to cash out, we will send a scholarship letter and a check to his university to assure his sponsors that investment's going where it belongs. See, the great Tupac said, so we got this. We may not change the world, but we can definitely help fund the education of the people who will. So the crowdfunding industry has actually grown by 167% between 2014 and 2015. GoFundMe is our fiercest indirect competitor, with students raising over $20 million for tuition last year alone. But our direct competitors, Sponsor Change, Zero Bound, and Scholar Match, are bound by limitations that we're not, including user demographic restrictions, fundraising limitations, and just a complete lack of infrastructure for transferring funds securely to the university.
So we make money by taking an industry standard 5% from each transaction that takes place on our site. And you can see to the left, your right, some customer acquisition strategies that have worked best for us to date. We also use the data that comes through our platform to make partnerships and bolster our revenue. And we also hyper-target our advertising. So on our platform, we have the privilege of the individuals telling us what schools they like. And based on that, we're able to derive what schools they may like. So no longer does a school like Penn State have to spend money on an archaic billboard that would be seen by maybe individuals that aren't interested in Penn State, can't get into Penn State, or maybe just aren't looking to go to college at that time. On our platform, we're able to put advertising directly towards students that will actually care about it. So these are our 3-year financials. Based on our partnerships and our features, we believe that we can get 5,000 users in our first year. And based on the implementation of our further features and our increase in scholarship providers and corporate partners, we believe that we can increase accordingly from years 2, 3, and on. So, my name is Chise Delu. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm the co-founder and CEO of PeduL. I was inspired to go after this idea because I was tired of seeing my friends have to drop out of school, not because their grades were suffering or because they got in trouble, but simply because they couldn't afford it. In the past, I've interned with Google, NBC Universal, iHeartMedia, and recently as a regional finalist for the Holt Prize, which is a $1 million social entrepreneurship competition backed by the Clinton Global Initiative.
And I'm Kayla, I'm the CEO and president of PeduL, and not only did I serve as an ambassador for our 2 first partners, which are the First Tee and the Walt Disney Company, but I also launched, scaled, and sold an online magazine for the empowerment of young girls of color before I graduated high school. And as you can see from my story in the beginning, I really identify with this problem. And this is our amazing lead developer, Sakib. He's actually running our RU Hackathon right now in New Brunswick. So
It's still idea hackathon best.
All right, so let's talk to traction. We've acquired some strategic partners to ensure a successful launch and to sustain long-term growth. So these youth organizations, schools, and 2 municipalities with a total of 42 high schools will promote our services through newsletters, presentations, and scholarship prep programming. We're currently in the process of negotiating contracts details with National Women's Law Center and TD Bank to come on as our first corporate sponsors for students. We're currently organizing 4 gaming invitationals with Twitch.tv, which is the 2nd most engaged community online next to Netflix with over 100 million unique visitors. We have our first 20 users that we call our PeduL Fellows that we know will start generating revenue from as soon as we launch because of our partnerships with scholarship providers. We just recently won a regional Global Student Entrepreneurship Award and a pitch competition at NYU. And obviously, we're sitting here today because we've been invested in by IDT, the first of their startup companies since starting the venture program last year. And with our backgrounds in media, we've scheduled columns with USA Today, Black Enterprise, GMA, and I'll be writing a column with Forbes as well. So, Cheese and I really pride ourselves in our ability to bring our classroom coachability to the workplace. So we've surrounded ourselves with a power team of advisors with expertise ranging from go-to-market strategy to crowdfunding. Starting with Alicia Butterfield-Jones, who's a head at Google, to Dante Jones, who's a current NBA champion and Cleveland Cavalier, to Rakia Reynolds, who owns her own marketing firm with clients like Forbes 30 Under 30, HSN, and Serena Williams. We have a recent investor, Glenn Big Baby Davis, for basketball fans and theories, an NBA champion. And finally, Kevin Lewis, who is the founder of a crowdfunding optimization consulting firm, and he's also a Rutgers University professor. So we are actually starting our seed round very soon for $1 million, which will be invested into our key revenue drivers to, again, ensure a successful launch and to sustain long-term growth and exponential growth over the next 2 years. To date, we have raised about $30,000 in pre-seed from IDT and Glenn Big Baby Davis. So we were once asked at a competition, a really weird question, don't know why we got it. What are you most scared of? And we non-traditionally said, we're scared that PeduL has to exist. We're scared that PeduL must be successful so that my little cousin or any of your nieces and nephews and cousins and daughters and sons can get the education they deserve. An education that was once a commodity that's now a very necessary luxury. I mean, there's a reason why college is so expensive, right? The government just isn't doing what they used to. And that's no shot at them. But at the end of the day, historically in this country, the people have always stepped up when they've had to. And that's why we, the people, created PeduL.
And just to end things off, you could have been anywhere during this pitch. You could have even been in the bathroom, but you decided to stay in your seats. So for that, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And thank you to IDT for hosting this event and everything that they've done. We really appreciate it.